Good day to the lecturer, Mr. Khan, Dr. Janka, and anyone who's watching this presentation. This video presentation is for the Business Analytics individual coursework. This presentation focuses on the Tior Games data warehouse case study. It comes with 4 sections that answers all 4 questions of the coursework. The case study focuses on Tior Games, a company that places strong business focus on its most popular and profitable game, League of Fun, by using data warehouse analysis to improve player experience, championship popularity, and overall profitability. I'll now proceed with question 1. Question 1 focuses on OLAP query analysis. 6 OLAP-based queries were developed to analyze Tior Games data warehouse. For query 1, the World Championship match volume is analyzed year by year. The purpose is to help Tior Games understand whether the number of championship games is growing, declining, or improving over time. The query joins game fact and event dim so that each game can be analyzed by event year. It then aggregates the total number of games played each year. The main OLAP functions used are lag window function and average window function over 3-year moving average. The lag window function compares each year with its previous year to calculate year-on-year change, while average window function calculates a 3-year moving average to smooth the trend. This helps management identify disruptions or recovery patterns in championship activity and supports better event planning. Looking at the results and line graph, match volume was stable at 18 games annually, indicating a consistent tournament structure. However, in 2020, match volume dropped sharply to 5 games, which is a decline of more than 70% compared to the previous year. This signals a major disruption to the World Championship. In 2021, games increased to 10, showing partial recovery, but the event had not yet returned to the pre-2020 level. The key insight is that the championship model is highly vulnerable to disruption, with significant impact on scale, engagement, and potential revenue. A single disruption here can significantly reduce match volume and may affect spectatorship, engagement, sponsorship value, and event profitability. My recommendation for Tior Games is to strengthen the resilience of its championship model through hybrid event formats, flexible scheduling, stronger digital delivery capabilities, and earlier capacity planning. For query 2, the analysis focuses on stadium VIP contribution within each tournament year. The purpose is to identify which stadium attract the strongest VIP audience segment, because VIP spectators can support premium tickets, hospitality packages, and sponsorship value. It uses some aggregation to calculate total spectators and VIP spectators. The query joins event fact, event dim, game fact, stadium dim, and location dim to analyze spectator data by stadium, country, and year. The main OLAP function is rank window function over partition by event year, which ranks stadiums separately for each year based on VIP contribution percentage calculated from the sum aggregated earlier. This helps Tior Games identify high-performing venues for premium audience strategies. From the results, the VIP contribution increased from 5.91% in 2016 to a peak of 6.56% at Wembley Arena in 2019, before dropping to 5.56% in 2020 at Royal Arena. The key insight is that VIP contribution is venue-driven and varies by stadium and event year. My recommendation is for Tior Games to prioritize high-ranking VIP stadiums for premium packages, sponsor hospitality, and VIP-focused promotions, while reviewing lower-performing venues for pricing and service improvements. For query 3, promotion revenue contribution is analyzed by promotion type within each tournament year. The purpose is to identify which promotion channels generate the strongest share of annual promotion revenue, supporting better marketing budget allocation. The query uses some aggregation to calculate total promotion revenue for each promotion type and sum over partition by event year to calculate the total annual promotion revenue. It joins event fact, event dim, and promotion dim so that promotion revenue can be analyzed by year and promotion category. This allows each promotion type's revenue contribution percentage to be calculated within the same year. The result helps Tior Games identify stronger promotion channels and review weaker ones to improve marketing return on investment. From the visible result, public relations is the strongest commercial promotion channel as it contributes the highest visible revenue, such as 23.14% in 2016 and 22.42% in 2017. Direct marketing increased slightly from 17.74% in 2016 to 18.81% in 2017. Sponsorships also improved from 12.71% in 2016 to 14.80% in 2017. This analysis helps Tior Games identify high-performing promotion channels and review lower contribution channels to improve marketing return on investment. My recommendation is for Tior Games to prioritize high-performing channels such as public relations while reviewing lower contribution channels to improve campaign effectiveness and marketing ROI. For query 4, the analysis focuses on online merchandise revenue by merchandise type, yearly subtotal, and overall total. The purpose is to identify which merchandise categories generate the highest online sales revenue and how their performance changes over time. The query uses some aggregation to calculate total units sold and total revenue. It joins the online sales fact, date dim, and merchandise dim so that sales measures can be analyzed by year and merchandise category. Then, lag window function is used to compare each merchandise type with previous year revenue, while sum over partition by date year calculates each category's revenue contribution within the same year. Finally, rank over partition by date year ranks the merchandise categories by revenue for each year. This helps Tior Games identify high-performing product categories for inventory planning, promotions, and merchandising decisions. From the results shown here, stakeholders can compare detailed merchandise performance together with higher level annual sales total. Product categories such as plush, accessories, art and book, clothing, figures, and pins can be compared based on both units sold and total revenue. The query also provides an overall total across all years, which is 1,472,273 total units sold and total revenue of 10,415,297. In the visible 2016 revenue, pins generate the highest visible revenue among the listed merchandise types, followed by figures and clothing. This suggests that collectible merchandise categories such as pins and figures may be strong revenue-driving products for Tior Games. The key insight is that smaller collectible products can still generate strong revenue performance when demand and sales volume are high. My recommendation is for Tior Games to prioritize high-performing merchandise for stock planning, event promotion, and bundled offers. Lower performing categories should be reviewed for pricing, product design, targeted discounts, or promotional bundling to improve merchandising profitability. For Query 5, the analysis focuses on champion pick rate and popularity within each champion type. The purpose is to identify which champions are most frequently selected during professional tournaments and which champions may be underused. The query joins a player in game dim with champion dim, allowing champion selections to be analyzed by champion name and champion type. It counts how many times each champion was picked, then calculates each champion's pick contribution percentage using sum over partition by champion type. Rank is used to rank champions within each champion type, while N tile 4 divides the champions into 4 popularity quartiles. This helps Tior Games understand player preference, competitive meta trends, and possible gameplay balancing opportunities. The result shown here focuses on bruiser champions and shows how champion pick popularity is distributed by quartile. From the visible result, Zul has the highest pick count with 14 picks and is placed in quartile 1. Valiant and Artemis follows closely with 13 picks each. This indicates that some bruiser champions are strongly preferred in professional tournaments, while lower quartile champions such as Galowi, Rail, Sonya, and Ragnarok show lower pick demands. The key insight is that champion popularity is uneven within the bruiser category. Therefore, Tior Games should monitor highly picked champions for possible overuse and review lower picked champions for balancing updates, gameplay improvements, or promotional campaigns. As for Query 6, the analysis focuses on merchandise category revenue contribution and benchmarking. The purpose is to identify which merchandise categories contribute the most revenue and which categories perform above or below the average category benchmark. The query uses aggregation to calculate total units sold and total revenue for each category. It joins online sales fact and merchandise dean, so merchandise sales can be analyzed by merchandise type. It then calculates a revenue contribution percentage, rank categories by total revenue, and compares each category against the average revenue benchmark using average over. This helps Tior Games identify strong merchandise categories to prioritize while reviewing weaker categories for pricing, bundling, or product improvement. This result slide compares merchandise category revenue contribution and benchmarking. The result shows that total merchandise revenue reached 10,415,297 with total units sold of 1,472,273. Among the named categories, pins recorded the highest revenue contribution at 17.79%, while board games contributed the lowest at 8.27%. The pie chart shows that revenue is uneven across merchandise categories, while collectibles and fan-focused products such as pins, statues, accessories, and figures performing strongly. The key insight is that Tior Games should prioritize high-performing categories for stock planning, online visibility, event booths, and bundled promotions. Lower-performing categories such as board games should be reviewed for pricing, product design, or promotional strategy. For question 2, the existing Tior Games data warehouse schema is reviewed to identify analytical gaps, and 2 new dimensions are proposed for an extension. The current schema is strong in measuring business activity because it stores sales, refunds, tickets, promotion, and spectator information. However, the schema does not clearly explain 2 important business questions. Firstly, which channel generated this transaction? And secondly, which audience group contributed to attendance, spending, or refunds? To close these gaps, 2 dimensions are proposed. This slide shows 2 schema gaps and the proposed dimension. Sales channel DIM fills the missing sales channel contacts and links to online sales fact, event fact, and refund fact, helping Tior Games compare sales and refunds by channel. Audience segment DIM fills the missing audience profile contacts and links to event fact, ticket DIM, and refund fact, helping the business understand attendance, spendings, and refunds by customer group. Together, this dimension add business context to the existing sales, refund, ticket, and spectator measures. The first proposed dimension is sales channel DIM. This dimension adds channel context to sales and refund transactions. For example, the business can compare whether merchandise sells better through the online store, mobile app, stadium, kiosk, or partner platform. It can also help identify which channel have higher refund levels, allowing Tior Games to improve channel strategy, marketing allocation, and customer service. The second proposed dimension is audience segment DIM. This dimension adds customer and spectator context to the warehouse. It helps the business understand which audience groups are attending events, buying tickets, purchasing merchandise, and requesting refunds. For example, Tior Games can compare spending behavior between casual fans, VIP fans, students, families, or corporate guests. These insights can support targeted promotions, ticket pricing, merchandise planning, and event design. This revised schema design shows how both proposed dimensions connect to the existing data warehouse. Sales channel DIM connects to online sales fact, event fact, and refund fact because those fact tables contain sales and refund activity. Audience segment DIM connects mainly to event fact and refund fact and can support ticket analysis through ticket DIM. This provides additional business context without changing the existing cost structure. For question 3, single T-SQL query was created to answer both required questions with a calculation on unexpected sales that is defined as the difference between actual yearly merchandise sales and the average yearly sales of the same merchandise item. This query identifies unusual online merchandise sales by comparing actual yearly sales with the average yearly sales of the same item. It joins relevant fact and dimension tables, aggregates sales by item, country, year, and then uses average over to create the benchmark. The unexpected sales value shows whether an item sold above or below average, and row number ranks the results to find the highest unexpected sales in Japan and the lowest unexpected sales overall. The result shows that the online item with the most unexpected sales in Japan was accessories in 2021. The total sold was 14,332 compared to an average item sales value of 7,086, giving unexpected sales of 7,246. Across all countries and years, the lowest unexpected sales occurred for board games. In Indonesia in 2016, the total sold was only 129 compared to an average item sale value of 9,042. Recorded unexpected sales that were 8,913 units below the average. From a business perspective, the Japan accessories result may indicate unusually strong demand, marketing effectiveness, or event-related purchasing. Meanwhile, the Indonesia's board games result may indicate weak product fit, low demand, poor timing, or limited customer interest in that market. The main business insight is that merchandise sales performance differs depending on country and year. Strong unexpected sales may indicate strong customer demand, effective promotion, or strong regional interest. Weak unexpected sales may indicate poor product market fit, lower awareness, or ineffective pricing. For accessories in Japan, Tior Games should investigate why the item performed strongly in 2021 and consider repeating similar product or marketing strategies. For board games in Indonesia, Tior Games should review pricing, product design, promotion strategy, and regional demand before increasing future stock. Question 4. An external dataset is used to fulfill the requirements, and the analysis is summarized into a presentation format for Tior Games. Here onwards is the presentation prepared for the executives of Tior Games board. Twitch streaming dataset is selected from Kaggle database using the file twitchgamedata.csv. This dataset contains monthly top 200 of Twitch game rankings and viewing activity from 2016 to September 2024. The data includes game rank, hours watched, hours streamed, peak viewers, number of streamers, average channels, and viewer ratio. The dataset is relevant to Tior Games because League of Fun is Tior Games' multiplayer online battle arena known as MOBA esports title, while League of Legends is used as a comparable external MOBA benchmark from the Twitch dataset. Twitch viewership can act as an external indicator of audience interest, game popularity, and esports engagement. The rationale for selecting this dataset is that Twitch provides a wider market view beyond Tior Games' internal data warehouse by comparing Twitch popularity trends with Tior datasets, championship, event, and promotional periods. The business can better understand how external audience interest changes over time. This slide summarizes the business benefits. The following Tableau data dashboards then show how those benefits can be supported visually using Twitch data. Firstly, it supports better campaign timing because Tior Games can identify months when external gaming audience interest is high. Secondly, it improves championship planning by allowing the business to compare League of Fun event periods with Twitch popularity trends. Thirdly, it supports spectator growth analysis because Twitch data shows whether audience attention increases during esports related periods. Fourthly, it provides competitive benchmarking by allowing Tior Games to compare League of Fun with other top streamed games. Finally, the external Twitch data can strengthen executive dashboards by comparing internal data such as promotions and events with external audience indicators such as hours watched and peak viewers. This dashboard compares the top 10 Twitch games by total hours watched. Understanding which games generate the highest viewer engagement helps management make better decisions when positioning against leading games, planning marketing campaigns, attracting sponsors, and forecasting merchandise demand. League of Legends is highlighted because it is a title benchmark of a comparable MOBA to understand audience scale that League of Fun could target. This helps Tior Games understand how League of Fun could be positioned against the leading Twitch games, market benchmarking, esports positioning, and audience scale growth planning. This line chart shows the annual trend in Twitch peak viewership from 2016 to September 2024. The trend indicates periods when audience interest in gaming and esports was at its highest. Understanding when viewership peaks can help management identify favorable periods for organizing tournaments, launching promotional campaigns, and securing sponsorship opportunities. For Tior Games, this external trend is useful because it helps identify periods of stronger gaming and esports audience interest. By integrating Twitch data into the data warehouse, management can compare League of Fun championship months with external viewership trend signals and make better decisions on campaign timing, sponsorship planning, and spectator growth strategy. The scatterplot visual provides insights into audience behavior and game popularity. The color shows the year and the bubble size represents average viewers. The key pattern is a positive relationship, proving that games with higher viewing hours generally attract larger peak audiences. By identifying games that perform well across both hours watched and peak viewers, Tior Games can make more informed decisions while planning for League of Fun championship timing, promotional activities, and sponsorship opportunities. These insights help ensure future events target periods and audiences with stronger potential to attract and retain viewers. After selecting the Twitch streaming dataset, Tior Games must manage several integration risks before loading the data into the warehouse. The first challenge is different data formats. Twitch data may use different date, numeric, or naming formats compared to the internal data warehouse. This can be handled through an ETL process, extraction, transformation, and loading to clean, transform, and standardize data before loading. The second challenge is inconsistent game names. For example, game titles in Twitch may not exactly match Tior Games' internal naming conventions. To reduce incorrect matching, Tior Games should create a game mapping table. Thirdly, missing or duplicated records may distort audience trend analysis. This should be controlled through validation checks, duplicate removal, or missing value handling. Fourthly, large data volume may affect dashboard and query performance. Tior Games can mitigate this using incremental loading, indexing, and monthly aggregation. Finally, data freshness is important because outdated Twitch data may lead to outdated audience insights. Regular refresh schedules should be created so dashboards continue to reflect current audience trends. Overall, these controls reduce integration risk and ensure Twitch data can reliably support campaign timing, spectator growth, and event popularity analysis. This slide lists the references used for the presentation materials. This is the final slide of the business proposal for the executives of Tior Games board. I would like to conclude that all 4 questions are completed for my coursework presentation. Thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Khan, Dr. Janka, and the management.